Hello and welcome to the first stream for Jade Empire Blind. I'm Circle Master. I've never played this game before. This is actually the first time I've launched this game, and I really only went into the settings and messed with things so that it would work correctly. I don't know much of anything about it. It's obviously Asian style. It's a Bioware. I think it's an RPG. And I don't have a mouse cursor visible, so that's a little awkward. I don't know if I'm supposed to use just the keyboard, or keyboard and mouse, or if I'm supposed to be using a controller. We'll find out, I suppose. Anyway, here we go. If this crashes, I'll be sad. Oh, I've got to pick a class, I guess. So the monk is magical? Okay. I don't know what the styles mean. No, I want... There. I've got balanced. Fast. And strong. And another fast. And another magic. And another balanced. They all seem to have Heavenly Wave, whatever that does. I really don't know anything about this game. So I'm kind of leaning toward a physical balanced. But I don't know. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go this. Oh, I customize the character abilities. No. I'm not going to mess with custom anything. Out of the people who donated to name a character, nobody really wanted to name this character, so I guess I'll just leave it. Or I could do something dumb. Or just so you know. Yeah. You know what? It's a blind run. Let's go with a blind person's name. Pen asks, can I name him Booty? Do you have $10 to donate? If you want to do a one-time donation, it should actually do a little pop-up if you do a one-time donation while I'm streaming. I don't know if that'll actually work or not. I haven't obviously had occasion to see it happen. But yeah, otherwise I'm just gonna go with Zatoishi. Yeah. So how about a pen? You gonna pony up? I'm gonna read this in the meantime. Oh, I got a tip instead. Thank you for that. Alright, escape brings up the menu. That I could have guessed that, but I guess it's good to know for certain. I should point out this is the special edition of the game, so the graphics should be better than the original, I would imagine.
One of these days I'll find a way around your guard. Happily. I feel that I learn something every time
I'm hoping this is a combat tutorial.
Even if it's only a new place to nurse a bruise. So long as you're certain you have time. Let us begin.
Alright, give me the combat tutorial, please. Mouse. Oh, it is mouse. Alright, that's all I can do so far. Space to block. This slow-mo thing is a bit...
My body needs healing.
Left shift to heal. That's a bit awkward. It hasn't told me movement controls yet. Oh, I guess it just... Yeah, it's just WASD.
Did you see? Master Lee was watching. He may not show it, but he clearly takes pride in watching his students practice. I learn something every time we meet, proving that loss sometimes is the best teacher. Thank the heavens the bruises are worth it.
I guess I could be a complete asshole. Oh, his little face expression changes when I highlight the asshole option. That's pretty interesting. I'm not going to be a
Gracious
jerk,
as
though.
always. I regret that there won't be much time for such practice now that you've almost finished your training. Master Lee told me to pass on that you should speak to him when you have the chance. He said you could take your time, so you need not rush. Master Lee just went into his house. It's just over there, as always.
Yeah, that camera angle
You have
doesn't
some
tell me
time
where it
to wander
is.
the school and talk with other students. Smiling Mountain likely has some of the younger students available if you want to spar. I shall leave you to it. Take care, my friend.
So as I understand, this was before Mass Effect came out. Okay, what? That's... Whoa, this is a pretty sensitive mouse look here. What is the button to talk? Oh, fine. I guess you don't want to talk to me. I also can't pan down, but I can pan up slightly. Is it E? It's not E. Well, F is focus mode. Okay, that's slowing down time, I guess. Space? No. Alright, let's go look at the controls, shall we? Oh, jeez. Why is it not letting me see a mouse cursor on the screen? I've got followers, I guess. I can save and load. There we go. Controls. Why do I have so many fighting style options? Okay, what? Gary says, is this the very, very beginning? Yeah, I just started. I don't have a button to talk to people, apparently. I don't know. Do I have to... I got an inventory. Whoop. Yeah, if F9 is quick load, I'm just going to go ahead and exit Fraps so I don't accidentally start recording stuff onto Fraps while playing this. Let's get...
Always good
Oh,
to
it's a
see you
mouse
wandering
click.
the school. You're the best among us, after all. So it makes everyone train a little harder when you're around.
Oh, it's you again.
The tricky part is making sure we're emulating you, not hoping to take you down a peg. You should think carefully before bruising the tender egos around here.
I was nice.
Did I tell you to see Master Lee when you have a chance? I'm not taking the blame if you forget.
Okay, so alright. This mouse is really sensitive, but I feel like for the combat system I'm going to need it. So I apologize for anyone who gets
Master Lee
motion
would
sick.
have your attention for the rest of the day. It is good to see you. I know you haven't had much time for simple sparring. It is too bad. Your fellow students benefit from your experience. A strong opponent is the best trainer.
Or Deathly says, yo. Oh, he sells stuff to the students? That's rude.
Ah, yes, training. For some time now, I have offered, for a small fee, to run students through a short regimen that will help them enhance their abilities.
I don't even know if
The
I have
lessons
any
you learn
money.
from me, or from any trainer for that matter, will stay with you and help make you stronger, or better able to focus your mind or magic. Training has worth, and Master Lee allows me to collect a small fee to reinforce this. Travel outside 2 rivers and you will find my prices are quite reasonable.
I don't
Let's
even know
see
if I
what you
have
can
any
learn.
money. I guess we'll find out. Nope, I have 0 silver. And these like several hundred. So I guess you buy all 3 of these, you get +2 to everything net because of the pluses and minuses. Or I guess you're supposed to specialize. So back and exit are the same? I don't get this. Maybe there's going to be sub-menus in other stores. And then I'm going to interrupt your fight.
Master Lee keeps talking about Restless Dead, but there's nothing like that around here.
Poor guy, you don't even get subtitles.
Our most senior student has a spare moment to spend with me? An honor. No, wait, I shouldn't be like that. Master Lee always reminds me that jealousy is a low path and not worthy of one of his students. I understand your training is almost complete. I wonder who will replace you as our example. It
This
certainly
woman
won't
has
be
mood
me.
swings.
I can't even imagine Master Lee saying, "You must strive to be like Lin in all things" to the others. Just the opposite, more likely.
So, I don't know if this is supposed to be encouraging or this, but this is just being a jerk. Oh, you can still kind of see, or maybe you can't. I don't know how good the stream quality is right now. But he still makes the little frowny face when you get to the rude answer. But I don't know if there's a difference between these two or if I'm just seeing things. Well, I'll try to be encouraging.
That makes sense. Is that how you live your life? If so, it certainly seems to be an effective philosophy. You could just be pouring honey in my ears, but that's not half as fun as other places it could go.
Wow, she
Oh
went sexual
my,
really
you've
quick.
gone kind of red. I shouldn't tease you like that. Maybe I should spend more time training and less time worrying about where I stand in the school. How else will I be good enough to take you down one of these days? Besides, there might be bigger things to worry about.
Poor Deathly says maybe
I
you
find
can pull the
myself
stick out of her
intrigued by the
ass and
ghost
sell
tales
it.
that everyone's mentioning. Other than what Dawnstar senses, all I have is stories, but they're becoming more and more common.
It seems pretty clear that the
Tales
ghost thing
of
is going to
people
be the
being
first
haunted by
MacGuffin.
loved ones, and mad ghosts attacking people on the roads, or even in their homes.
I don't know if it's going to be just
And
what
Master
gets
Lee
us out of the
accepts
school or
Dawnstar's
the whole
ability
plot
to
of the
see
game.
and sense things others can't. If he believes her, then how could I believe otherwise? If you wish, what do you want to ask about?
Let's see if we can be thirsty back to her.
I'm sure you've figured out most of my little quirks by now. I've been here a few years. When I am done? I haven't really thought about it. I won't go home. There's no place for me there. If I can stomach the books, I could become a scholar. Perhaps I'll go to the Imperial City. I should see it at least once in my life. I wasn't the delicate flower my family had hoped for. They believed school would calm my spirit. But Master Lee has shown me how to focus myself. I have learned many
Gary
skills
asks, is this
while
one of those
here,
silent
but not
protagonists
many
like
of
in
them
Dragon
require
Warrior?
that I be
Well, I mean, I'm
delicate.
picking dialogue options, but it's probably just not a voiced protagonist.
Leaving so soon? Oh well, back to my training.
Alright, there's a thing over here I wanted to look at. Oh, no, there's two people over here.
It is an honor to be approached by the school's most senior student. My mother had high hopes for the school when she sent me here from the capital. Sometimes I wonder if I'm ready to train with others of such skill. Even in the robes of a junior student, I feel a long way from my home in the Imperial City.
That's a serious underbite you got going on there, buddy. I'll be encouraging again.
You're right. Master Lee would not have accepted me if he did not see potential. He measures all people carefully. I will just have to work twice as hard to catch up to your level of skill. Even then, it will take a long time to be your match. How long have you studied with Master Lee?
I don't know. I guess a long time.
She also came here very young, didn't she? The two of you are generally considered the most advanced students here. I'm sorry. I shouldn't pester you with my questions. Is there something you need?
Can I borrow some money? I don't have any.
I don't know anyone else who displays the skill you do. Well, perhaps Gao, but he lacks discipline. That is why he still wears the robes of a junior student, despite his ability. Dawnstar would be next, with few able to match her delicate moves. Beyond that, the only other person I know well is Smiling Mountain, the sparring master.
Gary's just asking about himself.
I'll answer what I can.
Gary says, see, that's how gal like cow should be spelled.
I'm honored that you should ask. What do you want to know?
I'm not going to say gaw. That's dumb.
The school I attended in the Imperial City was becoming mired in politics, so my mother sent me out to the country instead. Politics is dangerous, she always said. Oh, I don't know. It just seems like the city is changing. Strange people, strange machines. These are interesting times. I think she just wanted to know that I'd be safe. And that won't be for a long time, but I'll probably return to the Imperial City. Perhaps I'll join the Imperial Guard. It's hard to think that far ahead.
See, isn't this the same question as before?
The school I attended in the
Yeah,
Imperial...
he's gonna say the same thing.
Goodbye.
That's weird.
Take care of yourself.
I guess this earlier game, it doesn't rule out.
Gao does not have the patience to properly learn what Master Li is trying to teach us.
Oh, you don't get a portrait or anything. Oh, jeez, what happened? Alright, let me see if I can turn on subtitles somewhere. Not there. Maybe it's under audio settings. Oh, that's reverb. Oh, there we go. Feedback. There we go. All subtitles. How come I don't get a stick? Anyway, it's over here.
Typical. Oh, you're finally here to talk to Master Li, are you? I certainly hope so. The old man is in there meditating, and he won't train me until he talks to you.
So should I be nice to this guy, or should I just talk to him first? Poor Deathly asks, when do you get your lightsaber? Gary says be rude to him. He deserves it.
What? The old man? That's what he is. Young men don't get mired in foolish beliefs like the belief that your training is more important than everyone else's. If anything, you disrespect this school by monopolizing so much of the Master's attention.
I'm gonna keep being mean, I guess.
I've heard worse threats from children. I know you'd never start anything without the old man's permission. You wouldn't dare risk your status as exemplar to us all.
So I could insult him, or I could, like, fight him. Should I fight him, or should I just insult him? I don't know. I don't really want to fight right now.
When did your tongue develop such barbs? Be careful lashing it around like that. Someone might tear it out for you. Master Li wants to talk to you. Do me a favor and go talk to him. Then maybe I can actually receive some education at this school.
Can I have this box? Nope, it's... Oh, jeez. This is really awkward that these text boxes are like this. Oh, wow, I got experience for reading the scroll. But that I don't get experience for. Now I want to wander around and see what else I can get experience for. That's the gate. I don't want to leave. Yay, XP. Okay, I didn't even double tap that. I don't care. Something about fortune telling. No, not paused. So I guess this is what that harmonic whatever is about. Doesn't actually tell me how to do it though. Alright, so the walk run button is a toggle, that's nice. Yeah, let's just keep going. Hi, Master. You're not going to die or anything to get this plot going forward.
Student. I watched your bout against Jinyu with great pride. You have gained almost all you can from the practice arena. You are my best pupil, though you came to me an orphan. I have tried to prepare you for the responsibility your skills will bring. Have you given thought to your future?
Gary says it's weird how the letterbox effect comes in when it's time to pay attention. It can be mean to him for some reason. It looks like there's actually, yeah, a subtle difference between a nice answer and a neutral answer. So I'm going to be nice to him.
Your lessons are complete. Remember these basic skills and keep them at heart. But also remember that classes are not a true measure of ability. Always be ready to learn. I recall that, as a child, you fell and bruised your arm. I comforted you, saying that small pains are part of
Poor Deathly asked, did I play KOTOR or 2, I guess. Yeah, I played KOTOR 2.
Be careful.
I actually own them both, but I never had
Sometimes all you
really the
learn in
time
defeat
to go
is
back
that
to
you have
KOTOR
been
1 and 2.
defeated. This world is out of balance. Spirits grow restless, and you have a role to play that I have kept secret.
Oh boy, we got a secret destiny.
Those who announce their important destiny before they are ready tend to meet unfortunate ends. The wise only seek attention when capable of dealing with it.
I didn't beat KOTOR 2 just because it kept crashing on me.
I do not have all the answers, but I know.
But yeah, I'd love to go back and play them sometime. They were an option in the poll, actually, but Jade Empire won.
To face a great evil.
Master! Master Lee!
What is this interruption? This had better be important. There is much to say.
Master! Nijo came to warn me. He saw a boat from the outlook past the fields. Strange outlaws. They fired something at him. And Kiamin was injured.
Oh, we got Westerners with guns.
Still outside the village by the outlook. Nijo couldn't carry her. Please come, Master Lee. The bandits are not at the village yet, but they could arrive at any time.
We will have to continue our discussion later, my student. It appears we have more pressing matters. The time for practice is over. Go to Gujin, the weapon master, and get a weapon. You may soon be called to use it. On your way, make certain Dawnstar is aware of the danger. Her skills have always complemented yours, so take her with you. Prepare yourself for a potential attack while I tend to my fallen student. I will return as soon as I can. We will continue our discussion when the threat is over. Dawnstar will be near her garden at the entrance to the school. Gujin will be in his shop near the village gate, up the stairs from the village square. Good. The time comes when you will know all you need to. For now, keep the basics at heart.
Poor Deathly says, I just watched Spaceballs, and hearing Dawnstar just makes me think of Lone Star. So I've got... I guess the scroll stand is the green thing. What is this? Where am I supposed to be? What? I don't know what this green dot is supposed to signify now.
I may finally get a chance to see some combat if there are truly bandits coming. I'm sure Master Lee will be able to save Kia Min even if she's wounded. But I wonder who will salve her pride, walking along the shore my foot. What do you need from me? Why would you ask me? Everyone knows I don't get along with her. She's too moody to talk to. Always looking past you as if there's something more interesting happening behind you.
Gary says, as for news.
You certainly don't seem to have any trouble getting along
We
with her.
seem to be, though,
And you of all
in the
people
midst of
should know to
something.
look for her at her garden by the school gate. You think I will talk about them behind their backs? I will, but I don't want people to think of me as the local gossip, even if I am just that.
Four Deathly says, so Dawnstar is probably going to be the villain and will off the master. It seems like Dawnstar is going to be our romantic interest.
Of note? There's only one student of note, and that would be you. Everyone else, even Dawnstar, is just a background for you and your supposed destiny. Not that you don't deserve the attention. I'd be flirting with you non-stop if you weren't so focused on whatever it is Master Li has in store for you. All of us get a little envious of that. Even Gao gets pushed aside, and he doesn't like being anything less than the center of attention. Leaving so soon? Oh well, back to my training.
Gary says, I prefer people who are direct like her. Yeah, I'd absolutely flirt with her. Oh, I see a money thing. Oh no, that's the shop. That's this guy. So I guess I need to go out the gate. Oh, it just opens. See, I'm going downhill. I wish I could pan the camera down, but I can't.
What's the matter, Dawnstar? Are you scared that Master Li might find out?
There is talk of approaching bandits, and you bother me with unsubtle advances. How very like you, Gao. No doubt a tactic learned from your criminal father.
His name is Gao the Greater, and he built a fortune out of some ragged thieves and slave traders. If my charm can't lift your spirit, I'll buy the ground from under you.
Flaunting your father's undeserved wealth does not impress me, Gao. It only serves to push me further away.
You step beyond your station. She and I are discussing her future.
Thank you, Gao, but I'll pick my own poison. Now leave, and if you'd be so kind, stay downwind.
I won't forget this, Dawnstar. You show great disrespect. You as well. You will not take all the glory if there is an attack. We are not through.
Is it just me, or does this Gao guy sound like Nathan Fillion?
He's Gao the Lesser in all respects. I thought Master Li allowed him to stay so that the influence of the father could be countered, but Gao never learns. He acts like he's above Master Li's teachings. Such are the conceits of wealth, I suppose. I appreciate that you arrived when you did. That is nice to hear. Gao could learn much from you if he wanted to learn anything from anyone. What does Gao the Lesser ever want? He's convinced that he can buy everything, and that includes people. He's a spoiled little man. I'd rather not dwell on him. Let's not increase his influence by talking about him after he's gone. What is it you wish?
See, it's weird that it lets me repeat dialogue. I wish it wouldn't.
Yes, he said you were coming. He just passed here with Si Pat on his way to help Kia Min. It's strange that simple bandits would launch such a raid. Master Li was concerned that this would interrupt your training. His respect for your potential is just so absolute. Has he told you any more about your future?
I got a bad feeling about this.
I don't like your bad feelings. They always end up being right. Remember the grass fire? Half of the field's gone in a day, and you knew it would happen. You said you felt the lightning coming, but not even Master Li knows the weather like that. I trust your instincts. You are full of such promise.
Well, I think Board definitely called it when he
see
said,
into
"When
the
do I get my
spirit, an
lightsaber?"
ability
They're
that
really
grants
pushing
some
the
insight, but it doesn't seem to be useful for anything other than keeping me awake at night.
magical foreknowledge, destiny
I helped
stuff.
Master Li discover the unrest that shapes your future, but I see only problems, while you are destined to find solutions. I envy you for that.
Board definitely says, "Oh, it's just a KOTOR joke." Yeah, but I think it works. I think it's true.
I'm glad. You have always kept your feet on the ground. What does Master Li say? That you should keep the basics close to heart?
Let's go get your weapon from Gujin's workshop. It shouldn't be too hard to fend off simple bandits. They're foolish to attempt such an attack.
Of course. I can speak now or during our walk. Master Li suggested that I accompany you, in case you require assistance.
Gary says, "Oy vey, does everything have to come back to Star Wars, alas."
His workshop is in the center of the village by the gate, up the stairs from the square. It's the largest and most permanent building. You must be tired if you're asking me about that. You've talked to him many times. I don't want to think about it too much. Manipulating chi has not come as naturally to me as it has to you. The things I do are different. I can see spirit shapes and hear the odd whisper. Master Li was surprised, but he has not had time to look into it further. Your training is his primary interest. Hopefully I'll find my skills useful for more than just keeping me up at night. Could we go on to something else? We are all spiritual creatures. When we die, our spirits are released to find their way to the underworld. The journey eases the transition from life to death. If their time among the living was troubled or painful, spirits sometimes get lost. They can seem almost alive and are often mistaken for living creatures. They usually only appear for a short time. They say what they need to say and then are drawn to the underworld.
What do you bet we die and visit the underworld at one point before coming back to life?
Feels I am worthy of standing beside you.
Because Jesus. Follower gained. I don't care. I'm really just clicking on this because I want the XP, because they all seem to give 10 XP. Okay, so that's a healing thing. And that's the time slowdown thing. Okay. Hey, Kung Lao's there.
Nice little town you have here. Not a lot of guards, are there? How are your stocks of food?
I don't know you. Why are you asking me all these questions?
This town isn't well guarded. Forget it, let's just start looting. We'll get first crack at the good stuff.
You're right. This isn't worth it.
Oh, Kung Lao's a bad guy. Alright, Kung Lao went down in 2 hits. Oh my goodness, what just happened?
I can't believe they've moved so quickly. We need your weapon. Gujin will be in his shop north of the main stairs.
Can I loot? What?
Why would bandits come here to Two Rivers?
Heavens, no!
I want to loot the bodies.
I'm so shocked, I don't know what to say. You have to keep us safe.
Why would bandits...
No, stop talking to me. The store's closed, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this came out before Mass Effect did.
This building is Guzhin's place. As soon as we can, we should see him to arm ourselves.
Well, first I want... No. What are the signs that give XP? Come on. There we go. Martial arts. They're a thing. I got a book. Okay, I got a special thing, I guess.
Ojoir Shakir Uksayanan. Sawani Karpa.
That was not English.
Hello, Weapon Master Guzhin. Good day to you.
Swoir Ufir Wa Kwanpag. Wotarawir Fuir Nupayir Fun Chikir. Ukayir Otonoir Nisun Puno Asir Tsunkut. If you'd prefer, I don't need to use Thofan. Now, what brings you here? Already? I assume you dealt with them, and the rest are in for quite a surprise when they get here. Well, no time to waste. Dawnstar, I watched you practice with that new blade yesterday, and I must say you take to it naturally. I want you to keep it and use it as your own.
This is a great honor. A good weapon is a true warrior's most treasured possession.
Gary asks, is Thofan just a cipher like Al-Bed? Well, it said it was its own language in one of those little scroll things I looked at, that it is a second language.
Well, two, actually.
I guess it's supposed to be like equivalent to Cantonese versus Mandarin in China.
On your first weapon. Anything? Everything. I don't know where your master acquired these, but he has honored me with the care of two legendary weapons. You may arm yourself with either the legendary longsword, Fortune's favorite, or the famed staff, Golden Star. They say this blade was created in the forge of Smiling Fortune, blacksmith to the gods. Crafted for his son, this blade eventually found its way into the hands of...
Darius, why do these asterisks when they could bold or italic the font or capitalize it?
But this ancient longsword is yours, if you wish it.
So should I get the longsword or the staff?
They say Golden Star was forged as a gift to a water spirit of the Silkworm River. A young noble convinced the great eastern serpent to fly him to the stars, where he dipped this staff in the tail of a comet. It could be pure fantasy, but the staff certainly is.
Gary says staff.
It's strong and has an excellent reach. Your foes will tremble if they see you wielding it.
Penn says Jade Empire Wiki, which naturally is a thing, says Thofan is pretty robust for a fictional language, more so than Al-Bed. So Gary says staff. Anybody else have an opinion? Board Deathly says swords. Penn says staff. We'll go with the staff. 2 to 1.
You'll need it with these bandits so close. If you decide you truly don't like it, however, you can come see me after the bandits are dealt with. One more thing you need to know. These weapons strike with deadly precision, but to wield them safely, you must focus with each strike. Master Li has been training you so that you'd be ready for this kind of weapon, and the drain won't be crippling, but you will get tired over time. That you should. Those people will be looking to you for leadership until Master Li gets back. I know you'll do well.
So I guess using the staff is going to drain my slow motion bar, my focus.
Senior student. Oh, Excuse me, Weapon Master. I did not mean to interrupt.
Calm down, student. What has you so flustered?
The bandits. They've already been sighted down by the beach, and they're making their way toward the town. Master Li hasn't returned yet with Kia-min. I'm sure he will be back before long, but we must depend on you until he returns. They're making their way toward the town now. The few men in the militia weren't able to stop them. I don't know, but their ship is large. There could be many of them. You have to help, senior student.
Alright, I guess we'll take this guy with us. Just
If
extra
you think
followers.
that is wise, I will come and do what I can.
Extra chump
I'm sorry,
body
my friend,
blockers, whatever,
but
meat
Student
shields.
CPAT isn't ready to face real combat. He has only just arrived. He has a big heart, but that is not enough for bandits.
Oh, never mind then. They're gonna be
Go to the
rude about
school.
it.
Seal the gates. We will deal with this.
Yes, Dawnstar, I'll go now. Those gates will stay closed on my watch. You can count on it.
You've done well, lad. Go back to the school now. Your friends have some new weapons they're dying to try out, I'm sure.
So... yeah. Alright, so... now what?
Bandits, huh? I see a lot of them. I'd better let someone else have some fun for a change. Can't abandon the gate. You never know if they're gonna sneak around. No, please. I can't fight. I just didn't want to be a rock picker in my grandfather's field. Guarding the gate looked easy. I never thought bandits would actually come. Please don't let them get me. Don't let them.
Okay, he's useless. I don't know where I'm supposed to go now. Hey, pigs. Treasure? 5 silver. With things costing 400, I was hoping to get more than 5 at a time.
White demon.
Oh, I have to...
Staff.
Am I leveling up? What just happened? Also, they drop power-ups, which is a little weird.
Help! The beach!
Alright, this staff is pretty OP.
Hold your tongue, old man! This village is ours!
We have to help. Be careful, these loudwoods are no...
Kill anyone in our way! We'll strip this village bare!
I knew someone from the school would help. No one else could. Please, my boy Nijo is trying to fight them down on the beach, but we need someone skilled.
There
We can head right into the
was...
east. We have to push these bandits back off the beach.
Or I thought there was... one of those focus regen things. I ran out of focus. Oh no. Oh, my camera's going all over the place. Can I open these? Nope. I thought there was, it's to the school. Maybe it was back at the school, but I seem to remember passing the things that restore health and focus and all that.
Yet another village with no purpose. I will replenish our supplies and continue my search elsewhere. You will all, of course, have to die.
Yep, they got cannons. Oh, jeez. That guy exploded into chunks.
White demon.
Look out!
I seem to have some weird buffery inputs or something.
You are weak.
I think it's related to the fact that I'm moving slow. Also, that cannon shot took out like half my health.
Watch yourself.
Any kind of health regen? Did I just die? Okay, I didn't die.
Your skills are more than this tiny village warrants. But I also see something strange, an oddity. You could be an anomaly or a sign of who I seek. A further test is needed. These mercenaries are not the only threat I command. Let us see you contend with this.
We have Ghost Magic Warriors or something. Well, I got all my key back.
You will fall now.
Oh, let me pick it up. Let me pick it up. War Games says kill all the Asians. Everyone in this game is Asian so far.
Impressive. Clearly, I have been too dismissive in my search. This village will be torn asunder. Whatever you are hiding, I will have it. I have seen enough of your skills. You will die now, so I am not troubled later.
Master comes to sacrifice himself.
You! Well fought, my student, but I cannot risk you against a foe like this yet.
So blatant. We never thought to look in so humble a place. We expected an army. Your strategy, as always, is impeccable.
Your search is over, assassin, but no one will hear of your success.
It would seem that my past is catching up to me, and you are destined to be swept along. You have faced your first spirit opponents far sooner than I intended. Dawnstar
Poor
can
Deathly
explain
says,
the
lol,
nature
what
of
is
such
this
creatures.
cutscene?
I must go and make sure everything is in place. I thought I had more time, but perhaps you are ready.
I really wish I'd picked
Do
a
not
less
be so
slow
quick to
character,
thank
though.
me.
I gotta
My
say.
influence caused this attack. You were not meant to see this yet, but now there is no choice. I will explain to the school. You have done well, but more than this awaits you. See to your fellow villagers and students, and return to me at the school. We have a great deal to discuss.
Well, at some point I leveled up, I guess. Oh my goodness, I can't. There we go. Oh geez, I've got skills too. Intimidation and charm, intimidation, intuition, intuition and charm. Poor Deathly says, so the good evil slider is still here. I don't see a good evil slider. Let's go with that. Oh boy, fighting styles. I don't know what these fighting styles do, though. Yes, cheaper focus. Gary asks, what is balanced? I imagine it means balanced stats, so like equal speed and strength and all that. I guess I'll go speed increase for that. Alright.
We fought well against those
So I should be able to
bandits,
use
but
the
I had
staff a
no
lot
idea
longer now.
Master Li could command that kind of power. He destroyed that ship so easily. This is so confusing. Master Li said I could explain the nature of spirits, but these were different. That sorcerer forced them to appear like wild dogs let loose. So many spirits seem lost, as if the way to their rest is blocked. I didn't think they were dangerous, but those on the beach, I sensed madness. Time drove them mad. You disrupted them by defeating them in combat. They will not reform for a long time. I hope there is peace in that, but I don't know. So much is worrying me.
Oh, let's flirt. Why not?
I was worried enough when we were expecting bandits. Now it seems there are dangers we don't even know about. Master Li called that sorcerer an assassin. Assassins don't attack at random. They have very specific prey. I don't want anything to happen to this home. I've never belonged anywhere else. Would it be strange of me to say I don't know? I have very little memory of my home before coming here, even though I was 3 years old when I arrived.
3 years old is when you start forming basic
never
memories.
Stayed anywhere for long, and for some reason, the robes of that sorcerer looked familiar to me. I don't know why. I'm sure it's nothing, just the memories of childhood playing tricks. Glimpses of the spirit realm invading my thoughts. I could have seen them anywhere. can't remember specific incidents, but I am
I guess we're
used to
getting her
being
backstory
shown.
dumped on us.
People are not very welcoming of those who appear to not let the dead lay peacefully. Master Li said I was brought to him by a concerned ally who received me from yet another person. That person wanted me safe, but he said he couldn't ensure it himself. Master Li doesn't know who that guardian was, or what I needed protection from. He promised to look into it, but he's not had time. Your training has taken precedence. My abilities are just a curiosity. You are the center of attention here. I prefer it this way. I can just be.
There you go again with your playful words. I never know when you're serious or what my reaction should be.
Thanks for this talk. The events on the beach worried me, but you always improve my mood. Let's get back to what you need to do. Then we should return to Master Li so he can talk to you about this attack.
Oh, it's still there, but I'm full. Is this a thing? This is a thing.
Wanakapir awaf, van Sierra Suorofos, Isinosaurus Usuno. Tawi ir Kawana ir Sonir Iboki. Nararo, na pirapirni, Niktakatashi. Unikasurir Kwanano Koni Ugnawata ir, Niknipier. Ikir Niktine Piru, Uiperek Uksun Puno. Unikasurir Kwanano Koni Ugnawata ir, Niknipier.
Yeah, I don't really want to talk to you right now. Alright, I think I'm going to stop here. Let's go ahead and save. But yeah, it's been about an hour. We got our first level up. We got our little tutorial boss fight, everything. I should be able to stream later tonight. I don't know if it'll be at 7:30. But yeah, I'll stream again tonight, and we'll pick it up from there. If I can navigate this menu. I wish it would show me a mouse cursor. Gary asks, what is this playthrough's central theme? Blind? Yeah, I've never played this game before. I don't know anything about it. So yeah, that's why I named him Zatoishi. But in any case, we will continue this next time. And until then, take care.